Does director Robert Eggers deliver the goods in his second film? Do our two leads give us the best performances of their entire careers so far? Most importantly, is this film worth checking out in the theaters? We're going to talk about that and much more.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
Lighthouse, directed by Robert Eggers and stars Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, tells the story of two lighthouse keepers who try to maintain their sanity while living on a remote and mysterious New England island in the 1890s. So definitely consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with our videos. Also, I would love to know your thoughts on this film in the comment section, your pros, your cons, your theories. Let's have some fun dialogue in the comment section, so definitely comment below. So let's start this review off with rewinding the hands of time and going back to 2015 with Robert Eggers' directorial debut of The Witch, a film that a lot of people love, and I thought the film was just fine. Now, from a directorial standpoint, I thought the film looked gorgeous. The set design, the tension that was created, Black Phillips, Anya Taylor-Joy is brought to the forefront, at least for the first time for me, and I love her as an actress, but the story was just okay. So going into Lighthouse, I was hoping that this wasn't going to be the same song and dance where this film was so well received. Everyone's talking about it. It's their favorite film of the year. So going into Lighthouse, I was kind of just like, I hope that that this sits well, better with me than did The Witch. And I'm going to tell you guys right off front, I love Lighthouse. Starting off with the direction of this film, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of The Witch, there's no denying that Robert Eggers knows how to make a movie. This film, Lighthouse, is so well crafted, from the set design, from the choice of going in black and white, from the aspect ratio of the film, the score, the dialogue. I mean, from everything from a technical standpoint, this film is a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, award-winning in my eyes. This film was made for $2 million, and it looks better than anything I've seen this year. The direction is some of the best direction I've seen of this year so far, and I put Eggers right up there with some two up-and-coming directors that I put high on my list, with Jordan Peele and Ari Aster. Robert Eggers, again, minus with my thoughts on The Witch, this is a great director, and he did such a great job in directing this film, transitioning into the actual performances, which goes without saying are superb. As I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, do these actors, who are phenomenal actors in their own right, especially someone like Willem Dafoe, who has a well-documented resume in his acting field, this is some of the best acting I've seen from these two phenomenal actors. And we're going to start off with Mr. Willem Dafoe, who plays, Tom in this movie. He's the old, grouchy, the lighthouse keeper. And his performance in this film, he gives us everything in this movie, from being grumpy, from being mean, from being funny, from giving farts and here and there. I mean, this guy just gives, whenever I see Willem Dafoe in a movie, he always gives his 110%, and he doesn't just read lines off of a page. He becomes the character, and I believe he became Tom as this man that's been spending years and years and years going back to this lighthouse, and you can feel this character has history, and you can see it in his eyes, and the way Willem Dafoe delivers certain lines. I won't say what the line is because it was a very long monologue, but it's in the trailer, the first trailer, I believe. The way he gives certain lines and the way he says things is just so great. Transitioning to the other lead in this film, Robert Pattinson. Now, for those that are fans of superhero movies and we know he's going to be the next Batman, this film should prove to you all that this guy is a phenomenal actor. And I already knew that in my own right, but you see a Bruce Wayne in this film. You see a cocky, arrogant, character in Winslow in this film. And you also see a madman who's just ready to explode in this movie, very similar to a Batman character. So this performance by Robert Pattinson, in my opinion, is his best performance. Again, just like Willem Dafoe, he gives us everything. He gives us laughs, tears, fear, joy, being terrified of him, seeing the rage, seeing him being so upset. And the great thing that these actors do, it's all in their eyes. It's all in their emotions. There's times where Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe don't say anything to each other, but you can just feel the tension in the room because they're just so fed up with the situation they're in, being at this lighthouse for over, I believe, 4 or 5 weeks. And then you can just feel the frustration coming out of them without them saying one word. And again, Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, without a doubt, two of my favorite performances of 2019 so far. And I can go on and on and on about the performances, but I'll just say without them, I don't know if this movie would have been able to be as well made as it was. You know, with these characters, you don't know who to root for throughout this film. You don't know who's telling the lie, who's telling the truth. Should you be feeling for Tom? Should you be feeling for Winslow? Because Winslow's doing all these chores and Tom is telling him what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And it's just like you're so going back and forth through these characters. And I love that throughout the film. There's times that you feel the rage for them and scared for certain characters. You feel their empathy. It's just such a great performance. And it's incredible how this film was so entertaining. For a film that takes place on an island in the 1890s, we're watching two people talk throughout the entire of the film. They're either eating dinner, catching fish, you know, cleaning stuff around the lighthouse, but yet there is tension, there is suspense, there is thriller, there are scares, there's frightening moments in this film, all within this one set piece. And it's just phenomenal how it was done. And this film gets weird at times. And I love when movies like this get weird. You know, at the core of this movie, take away the mystery and the great performances and great direction. This is a film about a struggle of power between these two men and who really wants to do what and who takes order at times. So it's just really a great kind of psychological thriller in a sense and a psychological battle between these two characters. And I love that about this movie. And you're watching two men just go crazy while being on this island together. And it's just so entertaining to watch within less than 2 hours. So the use of the score, creating the atmosphere, it was just brilliant. Again, the score is just haunting at times. It just puts you in the mood, and you're just sitting there watching this movie. I can't think of a theatrical experience like I have with this film where I'm just engrossed in this movie. It was almost like I wasn't in the theater with anyone else, so I was just so wrapped into the story and how well it was made. It goes to say about the craft of this film. Again, it's just phenomenal. I was also, something very surprising that I wasn't expecting was comedy, and not comedy like kind of like, you know, just kind of situational comedy, but actual lines the characters would say and things that was happening. I was very surprised by the levity that this film offered, which was very surprising and very similar to The Witch. There is an animal in this movie that can live up to Black Phillip's kind of, hype that came with that film, and it makes me look differently of this particular animal like I do now with, when I see an animal like Black Phillip. So any criticisms for this film, I have to say there are moments that it feels a little repetitive when you're watching Winslow do certain things, his day-to-day tasks. It got a little bit repetitive and kind of slowed at the pacing just a little bit, because it is a slow burn, but it is a great payoff too. And at times, this is a very minor criticism, but at times it was either hard to make out what the characters said or what that word actually meant, because again, it takes place in the 1890s and they have this accent that was kind of hard to read sometimes, but a very minor criticism there. So overall, it is another, if this film was in another director's hands or if it was performed by other actors, I don't think they were able to pull this off. The direction was phenomenal, some of the best direction I've seen all year. The acting was top notch, some of the best performances of the year so far, and I think they're personally, Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson to get awarded for their performances here. Two of the best performances that I've seen. And this was like watching two athletes at their prime, watching Michael Jordan at his prime, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, whoever your favorite athletes are, football, baseball, whatever. This was like watching two athletes just going at their apex and just giving all that they have to do in this film. I just absolutely loved it. I'm going to give this a 5-star treatment, a 5 out of 5 for me. I cannot recommend this movie enough. Go see it in the theaters. Don't wait for it to come out on Blu-ray. Don't wait for it to stream on Netflix or Hulu or whatever the case may be. Go see it at your local theaters if you have the opportunity to, because this is a must-see film of 2019 in my opinion. I cannot wait to watch this movie again. Like this video, share this video so you can get more videos like this. Definitely, like I said up top, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell, stay updated with our content. Things that you can watch now on our channel. We did some things on Netflix. We reviewed Dolomite is My Name. Rattlesnake Countdown is a review we have on our channel now. We reviewed some shows recently like Castle Rock Season 2, Episodes 1 and 3. Daybreak on Netflix, which just came out this week. I did a review on that. And then tomorrow, keep an eye out for Watchmen Episode 2. Very excited for that. So thank you for watching my review. Follow us on all of our social media accounts. And we will see you tomorrow when Watchmen Episode 2 premieres. Thank you for watching this review, and we'll see you soon.